see info on shipping. So their thing is it will ship within 24 hours.
Good lord.
Yeah. Well, there's also one based, I believe it's in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So it'll get here fast once I order it. But it looks like it ships through FedEx and UPS.
Oh, okay.
So they probably charge, but they say it's low shipping costs. Huh. Interesting. They must have a good deal with the company.
Or they, yeah, I was gonna say they probably just do such high volume. It's probably like
Well,
kind
that's
of
what I'm
just
saying. Due to the volume, they get some discounts. All right, I'm gonna pop AFK real quick. I'm gonna turn BRB on, but
okay.
I will leave you unmuted so you can have story time.
All right.
Not gone yet. Okay, I'm going.
Story time, actually. Man, I'm not sure if I actually have much to really kind of share here. Hmm. Man, I'm trying to think, and actually, I'm gonna grab another drink here. I mean, honestly, potentially, maybe just story time would be like some of the ways I kind of got in the nerd scene, um, years ago. So I actually used to be part of a podcast that was actually based out of Las Vegas, and me being here in the Austin area, along with some friends here, we kind of joined up with them. I was like, hey, let's go do some nerd stuff, and with South by Southwest being a thing with their whole video game, it used to be called Screenburn. I think it's just South by Southwest Gaming now. Um, we actually went and covered that along with a couple of after parties, and then we actually did actually recorded an unofficial show at Game Over Video Games with a band that we kind of knew of, and actually our podcast team had actually went and covered called Descendants of Erdrick, as they did a con at in Las Vegas called Too Many Games, like literally 6 months before we met them, and then we actually filmed them at Game Over, and let's just say us meeting DOE was one put us on a journey where we did some crazy stuff, and by extension, because of that journey, I mean honestly, that's why we're doing everything we're doing in MTA today. Uh, just kind of when you find those right people to work with, and they get what you want to do, and you get what they want to do, magic can happen. So there's that. And let's just say I have spent way too many drunken nights at House of Erdrick. Way too many. But they were fun nights. We don't get weird. We basically just like a bunch of nerds just sit, hang out, and just talk about random stuff.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was talking about how I got started in the nerd scene with Descent of Erdrick with an old
Okay.
podcast, and just kind of how that influenced my creative journey, why MTA kind of became a thing. Just
All
like
right, all right.
finding the right people to work with, and they like everybody understands what everybody's trying to do, and you just do some crazy stuff, and it's like magic happens.
Huh. Magic can happen.
Welcome to Quick Trip. How can I help
Oh
you?
no, we got an ad. No, it's muted.
Ooh, ads.
Yeah, Lauren needs to give me her login. Like, that's the reason why I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for it because Lauren has an account, right? And every time I
If
ask for the
she's
login, she's like, oh, I don't remember it off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up. But then she never looks it up to give it to me because she's too tired or she's at work. So, yeah.
you could just suck it up and pay for it, right?
Why when she has an account thing for it that's already paid for?
How many times at this point have you asked her for that login And
Maybe
she's
like
not giving up the
3.
goods.
But it's okay. I can hold costumes hostage. I have that power. Look at it. And the
You're
wigs,
not,
those are my hostages too.
you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
is that truly a power you want to wield at this point?
I mean, why not?
Oh, that's all on you, Kirsten. I'm just putting that out there. Just FYI.
It's called take advantage of what you can.
Well, we now know what kind of person Kirsten is.
What? I'm not doing anything mean. It's just some subtle encouragement for Lauren, who, as you, dude, you should know. Look at how many times I actually told her to like go through and pick images for prints. Did she ever do it? And I reminded her a lot. You reminded her a lot. Now, if you told her, oh, well, you know, we aren't going to print new photos of you unless you go do this, then she'd probably go do it, right?
Yeah.
So, I think I make a fair point. Sometimes she just needs some subtle encouragement.
Which is true. Though from a print perspective, I would like to think she has some trust in me in making good choices.
I know, but you did want her feedback that she kind of
Well, yeah.
was a little bit behind the role where we'd like her to be. Oh, I need to unmute the music. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I was really surprised how cheap those signs were, especially for it to be hemmed and have the grommets. What did I say? 4 by 2. There's only one fabric thing. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to know for whenever, like, say, getting an MTA one that's set, like, for when we do a photo booth.
Mm-hmm.
Though, what might be more eye-catching for a photo booth one could be a pop-up one. But it depends on, like, the orientation of the space we have.
Yeah, and that's always like that's honestly always the biggest problem I've found with guesting spaces is because you just don't know what will work.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I mean, that's why I think for a table/hanging one, I'm going to go for one that's a little on the small side. Just because, I mean, like a 4 by 2 could look fine on a 6-foot table, right? If you just put a foot on each side, or even like an 8 one, as long as you center it right, it'd look okay. But the thing is, okay, maybe you can't hook it to the table, but you do have a thing behind you can put it on. It's small enough then it could go on a wall or hang on something. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not too big that they're like, oh no, please don't put that up there. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest problem is like you kind of literally sometimes just don't know what space you have.
I don't know what space I have. That's why we are going to come up with something more versatile. And what day did you say you were going to head down to SJ, by the way?
I plan on being down there Thursday.
Okay. Well, because if we are both there during, like, the load-in times, I will probably have you assist with figuring out setup. And also, I'll have to get prints from you, too, so.
Well, and that's part of the reason why I want to be there on Thursday.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I already thought about this. Haha.
Good job. But yeah, we'll have to talk what prints, because I feel like we can narrow it down a bit for the smaller ones, and then I might Like, say, because I don't know yet, because I know some people will do like maybe 2 to 3 prints from a shoot, depending on it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but say like what we decide is I don't know. But I mean, if for some reason we end up with more than 2 to 3, I'll just send some of those suckers to like an Instagram poll to see which of the images people like more.
Yeah.
So
I mean, as long as we have enough time for turnaround. I mean,
yeah.
and man, I need to step away for a moment and
All right.
take care of
Well,
a couple
I will be
things. And
here.
also turn the lights
Stabbing
on in
fabric.
here. It's dark in here.
I keep like sliding this away from the center of the camera. I'm sorry. Let me slide my chair over and try to do it like over here. As I sit, probably too much like a gremlin, but it's okay.
Posture is important. Oh, so it did actually have a possible panel idea popping in my head while
Oh.
I step away. Well, because of all the conversations you and I have had on this stream, just in general, and honestly, I think this would need some thought through about who to bring on to talk about this. What
Yeah, I need more
mer-
context.
What merch works for cosplayers?
Well, that is a very hard question because you want to know what it depends on? The audience.
Yeah.
Because not even every anime con's gonna be the same. Because I've had friends that be like, well, yeah, I've had these prints that have sat here through 3 conventions and didn't sell one of them, but I sold a lot of this one over here. They go to another one, those that weren't selling at all, they sold out of, but people didn't even touch that other one that at previous cons did really well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I mean, let's look at CGF. We literally sold no prints, but you
Coasters.
sold a good number of coasters.
I like coasters. I want to do some more for San Japan, but I'm not sure, like, what all I want to do. Like, because the Genshin ones, mostly it was the plain visions, not the character specifics that sold. So
Yeah.
I think I'll do just some more vision themed ones, and then fill in the Sailor Moon ones again, and then try to do some extras. But at minimum, I want to do Sailor Moon and Genshin. However, we need to talk about display ideas.
Yeah, and
Though,
I do see we have a Merkitty in the chat now.
We do. My thing's on streamer mode, so I don't get the ding when I'm streaming. But hello,
Yeah, I
Merkitty.
didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, but displays. Continue. I was enjoying listening.
Well, yeah. So what I was actually going to mention is the other day, you know those little wire cube things that pop together?
Yeah.
I have some of those, and I wasn't sure if we should try to like hang some of the prints in like those clear things, like some people do, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth because, like, I have the whole set I got from, our friend Lorelai.
Mm-hmm.
They're still in my gear closet. So I have, like, quite a few there, and I know...
Well, I have some. I have
Yeah.
some in here, but I got some others the other day at a thrift store that actually have the appropriate sized connector. Not that there's, like, a ton of them, but I wasn't sure if that would be usable for stuff.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to double check.
I need to not, like, be so close to the table, because when I cough, I shake it.
So,
But yeah, because that's
who
the
knows?
question. Because I know some people will have like photos scattered on their thing and have their portfolio, or they'll have a portfolio and then like a vertical display of some kind of their
Mhm.
photos. But the bigger question I have is going to be, how should we display the coasters?
Yeah. Well, and
So
also
for
going
anyone in
to
the chat, they're like this. I have actually a couple here I can pull out. And so these ones don't have designs on them, but ideally, they're gonna have designs. So I can't stack them and, take the space effective route. But also, depending on table size, if I have 40 coasters, am I gonna want to have them all spaced out like this?
So, I have these
So I'm
little
curious, like something
like stands that like you could stack ones that are identical if you do any that are identical, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
But I have these little stands that we used for the wedding that the coasters would actually fit perfectly on. And
Because what I was thinking about is like those little drying rack type things where they would be stacked kind of like this at an angle?
Yeah.
To where they're spaced enough you can kind of see what's there and they're not too close like this. I just don't know how many of them I would need. So.
Or you need to find one that's small enough to.
But what exactly would you call those?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea either.
I wonder if they have a coaster display rack. Display stand.
Well, it kind of to extend the merch discussion further, because we have outright said stickers are in the plan. So there's that. And then I really want to do t-shirts. I've had requests for make them awesome t-shirts.
Yeah, because there's like these little wooden things that can hold 8 each. It's a 2-pack. It's $13. They're wooden. They look like they'd slide in. I wonder how wide they are, though.
Oh yeah, those little things. Yours might be too thick for that. I saw that.
They're only 0.375 inches wide. Those are probably like half an inch.
What's are probably half an inch? The
coaster thickness.
Oh, the coaster thickness. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I saw those and I was like, I don't know if that would work. But there do exist coaster display stands.
Yeah, some of those just are more expensive than I would prefer.
Let's see. It's just a matter of trolling around on Amazon long enough to find a affordable one.
Oh, by the way, Katie, if you want a amusing photo, in the text chat, there's my cat Britsy deciding to chomp on me because Kirsten demanded I give her pets.
How wide are these?
In where? In the chat here?
In the chat for
Yeah.
this specific voice channel.
Britsy was like, "How dare you disturb me?"
Oh, I'm gonna turn on my camera and unbox the baby shark that my mom had sent.
Well, give me a second and I will pull you up.
Yep, this is just getting. Okay, let's see. Ooh, she got the little cups.
Oh, give me a
The
second.
baby food in for the baby food taste test.
Good, good.
Ooh. Baby shower Mad Libs.
Oh God.
Did you show her any of the other decor stuff we were looking at earlier?
Yes. But also, she was like, "That's up to Kirsten," and I was like,
I'm just kind of wanting like more opinion if she thinks that it would be good, you know? Because we do at least want some areas a little bit more decorated for like where we would do pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, like the balloon arch, while we could put it outside, we could also make that like the gift opening area, right?
As far as putting it outside goes. Because they told me I am allowed to put balloons by the road, like to indicate where people turn in. But what we have rented is that building. And like inside of that building.
See.
So we didn't get permits to use the park, which is outside of that building.
Okay.
baby spoons for serving the baby food.
Very appropriate. I like that.
And tiny wooden spoons to give out to people individually to eat the baby food.
Okay.
And there's enough that people can probably use one for, like, each flavor, but we'll see.
Let me screen share in here to you guys. So there's also the option of something like these. So say I do use my pop-up shelves. If I put something solid in the bottom, I could put coasters in that. But then we just have to make sure we pay more attention that no one is swiping any. Because as we know, sadly, at conventions, vendors and guests do run into issues of, a little swipey swipe here and there. But these could potentially work. Size-wise, they'd be fine, I think. They hold plates and phones.
How many do you get in the pack?
20.
Oh,
that's
wow.
That's not bad for $10. Yeah.
And I mean, they're more efficient than these things because these would take a lot more space.
Yeah, very much so.
And because what it could be is, say there's just like one of each design, and if there's extras, having those in the back in something, that it's like you just fill it in.
Right, yeah.
So, or saying like, oh, these are display ones, or whatever.
You could put a picture, like a sticker picture of what design goes where. So you know what to refill.
Maybe. So, yeah, because like I said, I don't know if I'd really like these, but I think those other ones could potentially work well.
I think the other ones
those
would be a little bit better
great.
for presentation,
And it's cheap.
And they're not distracting.
Yeah.
So.
And you could actually, because they're so small, you could actually still probably put it on the table and have them be able to be closer together.
There's a 40 pack for $13, and there's $1 off.
A coupon.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll do that when this is done.
But, yeah.
Because I wouldn't have more than 40 individual designs.
No.
So.
And also, Bezos is going to get like maybe 40 cents out of this. I don't know.
All right. Sorry. Back to OBS. All right. And hand sewing. We got thoroughly distracted by talking about display stuff, but it's okay. It's talk that needs to happen.
Cosplay Con Logistics, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh. My husband's cousin is 30 weeks. So she's only 3 weeks ahead of me, actually.
Okay.
But she's going to have a scheduled C-section.
Okay.
So we're going to have cousins that are really close in age.
That's good, though.
And
right?
the same sex.
Oh, that is good. Plenty of little karate kids running around.
Oh, goodness.
Because everybody was kung fu fighting. I'm going to turn this off because it's like making my face kind of glow if I lean too close. I'm just going to turn it down a notch.
Yeah.
You're not
Mine
that
I
white.
keep on the lowest.
Yeah.
You're not that white.
Well, it also doesn't help the screen has white on it, so like this part of my cheek is really lit up too. Because if I like minimize this, it looks more normal. So, but I'm gonna keep this open.
Oh, gotcha. Open to remind you.
Mm-hmm. That way, when I'm done, I'm like, oh yeah, I said I was gonna order coasters holder things on Amazon Prime. And then it happened, so yay.
Also, my mother,
Your mother
told me that she and my grandma are ordering a mattress for the crib.
Oh, that's good. Right?
So I had a mattress on the. It's great. It's great. It's. I have no issue with that at all. It's amazing. I just don't know why she spends so much on things sometimes, but it's. Okay.
Oh, she got like a fancier one than you need.
So, remember, did I ever tell you like how my husband and I got our mattress?
Yup.
And how much it costs?
Yup.
So scale-wise, most adult mattresses are like a lot less than that. Baby mattresses, you're looking anywhere from, like, for a normal one, anywhere from like $40 to $100, maybe usually, like
Right,
for
yeah.
like some of the more bougie ones.
Which I expect, yeah.
This mattress is made with all natural plant fibers. It is a breathable mattress, so it's a very porous material, even though it's firm. And so babies, they actually did a study, and there's a lot of air able to flow through the mattress. So if a baby
Huh.
smushes their face into it when they roll
They're not
over,
gonna
they're not going to
suffocate.
Bingo. And
Isn't that also
they
why like the
also-
firm ones are better because they don't quite like squish into it?
Yes.
Ah,
But
see,
also
I know
the-
something about
yeah.
children.
Yeah, and that's also why you're supposed to have them sleep on their back to start. But here's the thing. It is made from the plant fibers and everything like that. It is super porous and breathable. It is a dual firmness. So like when they're babies, you're supposed to have like rock hard firmness. And then when they're toddlers, you flip it over and it's a little softer.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how the dual firmness mattresses work, and those are usually on the a little more towards the $100 range if you're looking at like standard.
Okay, but they're not
mattresses.
like plant-based. So what does
and
a
made in the USA. Most of them are not made in
plant-based,
the USA.
made in the USA
Oh.
one cost? Should we take bets? My guess is gonna be $300.
I was about to
You're
say
actually
same thing.
over. It's
Oh.
200, but still, like I was like, that is more than twice as much as the mattress I had on my registry. But okay. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised it's like 200 because, you know, like Kirsten mentioned, I was totally expecting 300.
Yeah. I was like, for a mattress that nice, it's pretty affordable. But if you want to get a new mattress cover for it, the mattress covers are like $60
Oh.
because
Oh.
yeah. So yes, it is a very expensive brand. But if my mother's paying for it, I'll leave her.
Okay, can you convince her maybe like one extra mattress cover?
That's kind of what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about like going to their website and putting an extra mattress cover on my registry because like I don't want to have to be like cleaning the mattress cover and like making sure the baby's not taking a nap during the cleaning the mattress cover.
Well, that
because
way you can just swap it
yeah.
out and it's ready to go.
Swap it out while the other one's dirty and then everything. Speaking of which, my husband and I need our own mattress cover again. We need ours. Like I keep telling him, we need to buy 2 at a time because we constantly have to like take everything off, wash the mattress cover, and then put everything back on.
I can guess why. They have 4 legs and are furry. Occasionally spiteful.
Oh, yeah. So sometimes, but we do wash the sheets more often than when they do that.
Oh no, I meant like with the cover specifically. Right? Or are you talking about like, I don't know, what, like the padding cover or like a protective cover?
Protective cover. It's a waterproof
Yeah,
protective
okay.
cover.
Yeah, so like,
But
yeah, cats.
But
They
we
also
do
like to
wash
put
it
holes in
more
them.
often. Yeah.
So
That's
cats are
why
kinda
we
rude.
need 2 now, because this one has started to get holes in it. Because cats, when
I'm-
they play on the bed, claw.
I'm gonna blame William. Nico and Oscar would never do that. You can tell him too I said that. It's all him. It's all the husband.
And I keep having to remind husband to not wash certain things with things that have zippers. Because things have gotten torn because of this.
Bad husband.
Here's the
That
thing, though,
or at
like,
least like
it
put the
wouldn't be a
zippered thing
problem.
or the delicate things in a pillowcase and tie it shut.
So some of his things with zippers have to be washed in delicates.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing. He refuses to zip them up. And I'm like, why?
Heathenry.
Why do you do this?
I'm gonna turn my other light on.
I literally, every time I am the one doing the delicates, I will literally go through
Aren't
and
stuck,
find
Thor?
things with zippers and make sure they're zipped.
Hey, it's okay.
Or the kitties.
Thor's a little stuck.
He's a little what?
A little stuck. And he's
Stuck
starting to
on
twist,
what?
but, the mesh top.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, so I undo him a little bit and then he gets stuck again. I'm gonna have to just unzip it. You should have squeaked and don't pull away, dude. That's how you could hurt your leg. We don't want to hurt leg. Though, I guess if I'm talking to you, I should show you off. Oh, buddy.
Thor is apparently still learning how to cat.
It's a little stuck. He can't help it. All right. And here, behind door number 1, is Mr. Thor. He's cute. Though, adoption-wise, we want to get him adopted with Loki because they are very bonded. Oh, buddy. Oh, don't put those ears down.
Such sweetie pies. Yeah,
Look at this
So-
little brat.
So,
Yeah.
damn it. I lost. Oh,
Yeah, he has a
Oscar.
wonky eye, but he can't help that. So say,
Oscar
bye, Thor.
gets stuck on things sometimes. Like, he'll get one claw stuck into something,
Oh,
and
boy.
he'll, like, have his arm, like,
Poor
way
boy.
back trying to get his paw back, you know?
That's what this one was doing, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. I would go over there and, gently remove the claw from whatever it's stuck on, and then pet the Oscar. My husband has discovered that scaring the ever-loving crap out of Oscar will motivate him to unstick himself.
Oh no. I feel like he
So-
probably enjoys that too much.
Yeah, so every time Oscar gets stuck on something, my husband just scares the living shit out of him, and
That's
what do you know? He's unstuck, but he probably tears through whatever, like, he was
Well,
stuck
that or depending on what
Probably,
he's
yeah.
stuck on, he could like tear out his claw.
He hasn't yet.
But he could.
I know, that's why I keep telling my husband not to do that.
Tisk tisk.
Usually it's just like a single thread
Okay.
in our quilt or something like that, and I'm like, babe,
Every day, the prime of your
really?
Uh-oh.
Schedule your next workout with RX Bar.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Welcome to tonight's How Not to Get Cats Unstuck conversation.
Apparently.
Yeah, very much a how not to do it. We had enchiladas for dinner tonight.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Good
We
stuff.
had wings.
I didn't feel like cooking, so we just got the meals ready to go enchiladas from Sam's Club.
Okay, yeah,
And-
yeah.
Cook it in the oven. It wasn't frozen. It was like they make them
Oh, that's
there.
good.
And then put them in
So kind of like
trays.
the same ones like ATB does, like their meals
Yeah.
ready to go kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except a lot bigger.
Oh. Oh,
There-
well, I
so
mean,
you know
we
how
are
the
talking about
H-E-B
Sam's
ones are
Clubs.
usually about this big?
Yeah.
Sam's Club ones are about this big.
Well, I mean, we are talking about Sam's Club.
And we're
Yeah.
talking about Texas.
Yes.
Because everything is supposed to be bigger in Texas. Actually, I'm going to throw Discord up on this one. That way I can see chat and OBS and you guys there.
Which I was gonna say, but one thing I will say about HEB ready meals, their brisket queso isn't as good as you think it should be.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, I tried them once because like they had a coupon. I'm like, brisket queso, save some money.
So debate time.
I
Coupon or coupon? Go.
Coupon.
coupon.
You just said like coupon though. Like emphasize the U.
I screw up sometimes, okay? But anyway, no, I tried it and I'm like, I get the idea, man, I need something more. It was just like,
Well, you could always
Give
add
me
more
something.
to it.
well, yeah, and I think I did eventually. Like, I put in like a little cumin, a little paprika, and probably some cayenne pepper. But like, just on the base, like HEB makes some good stuff. Like, I love their queso, their hot pepper queso. Oh, that is some good stuff. But this I was kind of like, I know you can do better. Come on.
Can they, though? Can they really?
I love their pepper tortillas. They're spicy. They're southwestern tortillas.
Aw, man, I'm
Oh, I
all
love
about the
those.
hatch tortillas, but my mom hasn't seen them yet this hatch season, and I'm sad.
Yeah, and I mean, I told you when I found the hatch cheese, I was like, Kirsten, yeah, this is there. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
Yeah, I need to make sure we look to see what all the hatch stuff is, because they get some unique stuff around this time, and hatch season is good.
That it is. But there's some stuff that they do make in their meals ready really good. Like actually, like their salmon wheels. Some of them are really good. A little pricey, but they're delicious.
Hmm.
And oddly enough, like not high in calories, which I kind of appreciate. So
That's good. Makes up for all the drinks, right?
exactly.
So, like, try to find a nice way to hold this, but not stab myself. Easier said than done.
Stabbing yourself is not good, or is good.
Hey, okay, so like the poke counter on bias tape is actually still 0. So,
Yeah, I've noticed that actually.
for now, but we're only like not quite half the way done with one edge, and there's 4 edges. So,
Plenty of opportunity to bleed is what you're saying.
yes. What's this?
What is
Oh, Ryan
cosplay
is
if
trolling
it's,
Allie.
I was gonna say, and what is cosplay if it's not blood, sweat, and tears?
I mean, it's not a finished cosplay if you haven't bled on it. You gotta offer the blood sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say blood sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Kate heard that when I was finishing Serenity. Okay, why do I have a request? Who wants to reply something? Oh, another comment about commissioning, and I'm just like, I'm sure you would not like the price tag.
My husband was like, "We don't need any more clothes today," and for
He
the
might
baby.
not, but how many of your clothes actually fit you right now?
Well, no, for the baby.
Oh, well, but the thing is, how fast will the kid grow?
A and B, how many outfits are they gonna go through in a day?
Yeah, I mean, William might be good with 1 outfit a day, but a baby could go through like 6.
Yeah,
And
between
some of them could get real
blowouts,
nasty.
Fit up, like all the nasty stuff.
All the things. Because
I
babies are
just
babies.
like
Babies are a volcano.
In
any
multiple
possible
ways.
opportunity. Yes. Let's face some facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Get all the clothes.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. He was like, and he was like, yeah, but we need to be doing laundry every day then. And I'm like, you do realize that's not going to happen because we're not going to be filling a laundry basket to fill the washing machine
Okay, think about it. For one of his shirts,
every day.
you'd have, what, 7 baby shirts? At least?
Less than that, but
Oh.
like,
Okay, well,
Yeah,
like
well,
the
here,
newborn
well-
ones, they're pretty tiny.
oh yeah. Like,
Okay, so maybe, like,
size-wise for one of
yeah.
his shirts.
Like, I'm
And
just
we
saying, if you
usually
compare the
only
amount
have
of
to
fabric.
wash like twice a week, maybe.
Okay.
And so, amount of fabric wise, we might go up to 3 times a week or maybe 4 times a week. But
Well, but the other question is, like, okay, kid gets nasty on self, what if kid gets nasty on you? And then you're going to have more clothes in the
yeah.
wash. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and then
it's...
we'll have multiple clothes a day. But still, I don't think we're going to be washing clothes every day.
No, and that's
One
like part
thing-
of the reason for having the extras. Maybe you can like
Yeah.
rinse it real quick, but then set it to the side
Mhm.
and not necessarily put it in the washer yet, you know?
Yeah. So one thing I did some research on though is how you wash cloth diapers.
Mm-hmm.
And basically if they've been pooped on, you get the poop out first. Like you don't even put them in the washing machine if they still have poop on them.
Yeah, that doesn't
You
sound
ones
like
you
a
just throw
smart
right in.
idea.
Hmm?
That doesn't sound like a smart idea.
Yeah. Which I mean, I kind of figured.
Because then the
That
water
was
is
how it
all
works.
gross.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was how it worked, but I did my research just to double check, and yes, you're supposed to get the poop off, like, as much as you can before it goes in the wash. And you're supposed to keep them sopping wet until they go in the wash, and you're supposed
Huh.
to pre-wash, do a pre-wash cycle, because the more wet it is, since baby poop is water-soluble, very well water-soluble, the more wet it is, the easier it will come out.
Well,
And so I was like, okay, cool.
I hope you guys have learned about cleaning baby gross things.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That stuff, the baby diapers, I don't mind washing that stuff along with baby clothes that have been spit up on, my clothes that have been spit up on, his clothes that have been spit up on. If we have to wash, like, things together, I'm going to throw the diapers in with stuff that has gotten gross stuff on it.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, it's not gonna matter because it's going through the wash. Like, that's the whole point, is getting it clean. So, he might have a problem with that, but if he wants laundry done every day,
You
that's
better
the
be
only
doing
way
it.
he's getting it. Well, that's the only way he's getting it, is with the diapers being washed with things.
Hey,
Because the
Kristen.
diapers
Yes,
will have
hello.
to be washed.
So mild aside about your bit about like not recording the streams. This is part of the reason why I say we need to record some of these streams, because we know eventually Allie and Ryan are going to go through this same process.
Well,
They
I
need to
mean,
learn from
mine,
Kate
like,
and William.
they don't go up on YouTube, but they're saved on my thing for a little while. However long that is.
Oh yeah, VODs for
No,
60 days.
like, no, save them to your hard drive. We're going to send them directly to Allie and Ryan. It's like, hey, this is somebody you need to learn from, okay?
Or I can just say, here's Kate, talk to her.
Yeah, she can just talk to me too. Because my brain fills up with random information.
Well, you also do like the overthinking, to where you're like, okay, I have this one event. What are all the different outcomes, and how am I going to handle all these outcomes in the different ways? Physics brain.
Yeah.
It
And I
likes to do
forget,
that.
like, who was it that I was talking to? It was either my brother or my aunt. Or somebody. Somebody was talking about baby shower planning. And they were like, well, you know, nothing's ever gonna go to plan. Or, no, it was something like, oh, no, it was the labor and delivery plan thing. That's what we were talking about. And they were like, it's just like a wedding. Nothing's ever gonna go to plan. And I'm like, you know.
That's when you have 5 plans.
Exactly. That's when you have 5 plans to, like, be backups. Like, you have your primary plan that you want to happen that would be ideal. It would be great. But then you know that there's a huge chance that something in that, at the very least one thing, will fall through.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a backup plan for, like, every aspect. And sometimes you even have a backup plan for said backup plan, just in case. And so...
Well, it's like how
So-
you've done your research into the different options and asking the various questions for those different options to your hospitals that you've been looking into to make sure, okay, well, if this happens, you do what, you do this. Okay, what about this? What do you do then? That way you know what their response to all of those oopsies that could happen would be.
Exactly. And I've done that. I've done that
Clearly
research.
they haven't hung out with you enough to know the planning.
Yes, and I mentioned that on the phone. It was my brother, I'm pretty sure. I mentioned that on the phone. I was like, I literally am the type of person, I did this with my wedding too. I'm the type of person that will have backup plans for backup plans. There was only one thing that went wrong that I didn't have a backup plan for at the wedding, and it was easy because I just tugged on my dad's arm and said, "That's the wrong song." And it got fixed.
Okay.
Like, because they started playing the wrong song for me to walk down the aisle to, and I was like, no, that's not it. And, yeah, that was it. That was the only thing that happened that I kind of had a mild panic about, but that we fixed it. My dad, like, waved down and was like, hey, different song. But yeah, my brother was like, yeah, because it rained, and I was like, yeah, but I had a plan for that. We already had planned, if it was going to rain, that we would do it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was already in the books as a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I wasn't worried about that at all. Like, and I said I'm doing the same thing with labor. Like, I want to do it without an epidural and with a tub and all this fancy stuff, but, like, if any of that stuff goes down the drain, it's not a big deal because I have other things that I can do. Like, yeah. But,
the Marvel beans are brawling. I don't know if you can hear them in the background.
I heard the
I can hear a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's them. Brawling in their cat bed.
Welcome to the Taco Cat cosplay stream, everybody, where you can apparently learn about a ton of subject matter.
We talked about, like, the luminosity light curve way of detecting exoplanets and the RV way of detecting exoplanets earlier.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it was all literally because a
Proxima
scientist
Centauri.
in France posted
Oh,
a
actually, here,
photo
let me...
of chorizo saying it was Proxima Centauri.
I'm just curious how many people actually thought that was a star. Because, like, stars are not flat. Like, I mean, if you glance quickly at the sun, it looks like it's one color. But if you look through, like, a solar telescope or something with an H-alpha filter, which, by the way, that filters out, like, 99.999% of the light. Which, I mean, the sun is literally a bright ball of plasma. So, not something you should stare at. Especially if it's something that's magnifying it. Because you only got two chances, and once you do that, well, you're done.
Yeah, you would basically need, like, an neutral density filter of, like, maybe, like, F256.
Well, yeah, that's what your H-alpha filter will do.
Yeah.
Is it filters it down. They're also very expensive because of how they were made. But yeah, so if you look that way at a star, you will see you have bright spots and dark spots, and that's just because, like, well, I mean, even the dark, cool regions are still really, 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 really hot. It's just cool in comparison to the region next to it. So that's why you'll have, what is it, like the granules or something? That weird little texture you see where you have, like, the bright spots and the dark spots, and it's just basically, think like a current. Right? So you have the hot bit rising, it moves, it cools, it sinks, it rises because it's heating again, and then it cools. And then on top of that, you will actually have dark spots or sunspots. But that's actually more so due to, like, twisting of the magnetic field. Stars have very, very weird magnetic fields, and if they actually, like, break from twisting too much, that's where you can get, like, solar flares and all of your solar wind and charged particles flowing towards the Earth, which will then, get captured by our magnetic field, be brought to the poles, and bam, you have an aurora. So, because you have those charged particles colliding with particles within the Earth's atmosphere and ionizing them, and they light up because they are excited, and then they de-excite, and you see the light. Yay! Physics with Taco Cat.
And welcome to today's second...
I know this already.
Yes, you know this already.
And welcome to today's second episode of Cosmos with eventual Dr. Taco Cat. Oh, Kirsten, by the way, did you actually watch the, because I kind of went down a rabbit hole earlier this weekend with Vocaloid videos. Did you actually watch the video I sent about the power metal Hatsune Miku song about the Japanese space probe that went to collect samples off of an asteroid?
I don't think so. And are you talking about the one that did the fist bump with an asteroid?
Did the what now? Sorry.
The fist bump. So it booped in and then booped off.
To a point, yeah.
Okay. I remember that. I just don't remember what the mission name was and who was the lead on it. But it was likely a multi-thing. Because, I mean, like, even if you look at James Webb, you had the the Japanese Space Agency, which I don't remember the acronym for that. It could just be, like, JSA. I don't know.
Yeah,
you had ESA, NASA.
I think it is JSA.
I want to say you also had maybe, like, the Indian Space Agency stuff. Because sometimes they hop in on things.
Mm-hmm.
You have a wide variety of people working on these. Though we actually used a European rocket to get it up there because that's what was large enough to launch it because James Webb is huge. The fact that the Mirrors had to like do a trifold thing to fit in the rocket.
Oh yeah. I remember like
I know you know this, but I don't know if other people know this. So, which the cup that Heather made me. This is the James Webb Space Telescope. So these little honeycomb things, that's the primary mirrors. They're coated in gold. Just because it's good really stuff. Cool. And then like this is the antenna. So all of this stuff like disconnected and folded down, and the sun shields folded in.
Yeah.
And then the mirrors are what do the trifold.
Someone's being rude with low blows right now.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, I remember when
Mickey mentioned me in a comment.
Oh.
I remember years ago when actually NASA actually
y'all coming and dragging. What? What is this? Oh, the state fair. Hey, Kate, apparently Kai and I need to drag you to the state fair for, Nearin.
Where is it?
Dallas?
Again.
that look on your face was kind of...
Wait, I didn't see it because I'm responding. You gotta do it again. Wait a second. Do it again. Go.
Like, again? I mean... Oh, I need to start wearing my ankle compression socks.
Oh, no.
That reminded me.
Which also, wow, we've been going for almost 2 hours. We've been thoroughly distracted.
Much like
Whoa,
yesterday.
how?
How what?
How has it been that long already?
I know.
Why did I not get a notification until like 7:20?
Oh, that's weird, because I started the thing at 7:05,
exactly
I think.
Then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 7:05, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if that's actually when I started, or maybe I had the pre-show up before then.
You had the pre-show up, you kind of started like 7:05, 7:06, because I was here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Where is it? Ugh, it is in Dallas. Are you guys like just are you guys staying in a hotel up there or what's the plan?
Oh, no, we haven't made any plans.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next year if we really want, we can try to go.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
What-oh.
I don't think we can go this year.
Did it already pass? I think it already passed, right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
No?
Oh,
No.
it didn't?
Let me guess, it's close to the expected delivery date.
No,
Then,
it's...
no?
Okay, I thought it was going to be, because... Oh, it starts the last Friday of September, not the last Saturday of September. Is the weekend after the baby shower.
Yeah, no, probably wouldn't go
wouldn't be
this
so
year,
bad,
but maybe next year we can think about it. It would just be a little too last minute. Unless for some reason San Japan stuff did really well. Oh, which did I tell you? I don't know if you were here for the talk about the table banner. It's only going to cost like $15.92 to have one made. That's 4 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah, you just need an image, right? Like
Well, for the table one, I would do like multiple images with like the logo probably like center bottom.
Like, when you send it to be printed, you need one
it's the same thing with the pop-up banner for the retractable one.
What resolution do you need for your table banner?
That's a
Like-
good question.
So if it's 4x2, it's probably gonna be like 200 DPI.
Okay. They say the up to 600 megabytes.
600 megabytes, but like resolution is in.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but you also have a thing where you could do things over that file size. There's just a different link.
Well,
You said
no,
how many DPI, Rob?
200.
Huh.
You could probably, for something that size, you probably could go as low as 150, but knowing you could probably support 200 and be fine.
Okay, but the question would be, what photos would I put on that? Okay, so my mom said she prefers the Sophie image I showed you guys, the blue dress Sophie, for the pop-up banner, the retractable one. Which I can share that again. Let me move this over here. Close that.
Yeah, so large, super large prints, 200 DPI is plenty.
Okay, so this is the one my mom thinks would work best for the retractable banner, because there wouldn't be an issue getting it to fit. And then I'm gonna ask Isaiah about editing this out, and if he can't, then see if it's okay that Rob edits it, because I don't really care about the one at the bottom. It's just the one above my head.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like
in a
because
weird
it's wood,
spot.
you should be able to just like kind of like heal it out or whatever Rob does.
Quite likely, yeah.
Right, it shouldn't be too difficult because it's not a huge section you have to worry about.
You can probably take and grab a piece of wood from elsewhere. And
Yeah, but I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah, you
ask
can- you can,
Isaiah
like,
about it
patch-
first
Yeah, I was
before
gonna
I
say-
mess with it.
Yeah,
Or Bob
patch
messes
heal, patch heal is an option, and also like the nice thing is because you look at like all the space. Go back to the blue Sophie real quick.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of space just below your dress, right?
Uh-huh.
So if we were to like crop some of that out and then also take down at the top, that actually gives Photoshop a lot more stuff to work with for trying to heal that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which would make more sense for a banner. Would I do it as a print? No. But it makes sense for a banner.
So you can crop it to the same resolution, basically, just slightly.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, I believe that Isaiah just like popped into the chat.
Oh, is he here? Did we summon him? Hello.
I think so.
We were actually just talking about you. Because I am gonna get some banner stuff printed for San Japan, and we had a question about one of the photos that you took of Sophie. I'm gonna dramatically pause to wait to see a response.
Dramatic pause.
Yes, dramatic pause. Oh, so dramatic. That is really funny, though, that we summoned him by talking about his photos.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, shoot your question. Okay, so I want to use, what's the number? The 286 image of Sophie. But I was wondering if you could get rid of, like, the seam of the door above my head, the black line. The one at the bottom doesn't really matter. But for the banner, we think that might be too distracting. And we were just talking about how probably it would be an easy fix in Photoshop. Rob can talk about whatever tools you would use.
Yeah,
but
because
yeah.
we'll talk about like patch heal, especially if we did like a proper crop, kind of kill some of the space at the bottom for a banner purpose. That would give you like a lot more to work with for like trying to correct potentially the seam at the top. So that's the thought in our head.
Oh, I just think, because I talked to a couple people. Some people think one of the Belle ones, but I think overall we're leaning towards that Sophie image because it would be more friendly for the rectangular vertical banners, you know? And yeah,
Is
the
it
one
the
thing we were like,
narrower
huh,
dress?
the seam in the door. Huh?
It's a narrower dress.
Yes. Because
Yeah,
Belle would be
exactly.
like cut off, but Belle could go on like the table banner. The question is then which Belle. I could use a close-up one for that though. I don't know. I need to decide. Well, we're gonna have to talk more about the images later when I'm done streaming. Awesome. Yeah, I figured if I gave you the number, that would be the easiest way instead of me being like, oh yeah, the one in front of the door where I'm holding Calcifer. But in fact, there was several where I'm holding Calcifer. It's not a skirt toss one. It's just like the side-ish profile, kind of. one, because the skirt toss would probably be cut off by the banner. Sorry about that. But yeah, and then, like, because earlier I was thinking I would only get the retractable one, which those are a little expensive, like, compared to just, like, the X one, but they're easier to put together, and it comes with a carry case. But then I looked also to see what the cost of, like, their normal vinyl signs were. It would only be, like, $16 to get one to go on a table or, like, hang above, depending on the setup. So why not do both if it's only adding $16 to it and I'm already paying for shipping, you know?
Okay, no los dos.
Yeah, why not both? To close the door. Yeah, basically, because, like, you see the black gap thing where they have, like, the weather stripping or whatever it is. Just like, do, it's all wood. Huh, it's not a door. Despite the fact, I do think that door is really good to shoot in front of color-wise. I think it was a good call. I'm glad we hopped over to that hotel. Oh, that's easy. Yay.
Yeah, I kind of figured the wood pattern, especially with the Photoshop Sensei AI, would probably would have a good chance of filling that in well. So.
Woo.
Though I have seen some hilarious fails with Photoshop at times, but thankfully, it's gotten a lot better in the last few years.
I mean, and especially like with how this door looks, because it's not like one pattern with the alternating strips because of how it was made. Yeah. I don't think it will stick out at all. So. So yeah.
And like I said, with the if you do a potential crop down for a banner for the type of banner we're talking about, that actually gives Photoshop more space to think about. Hey, what data do I pull from?
Also, Isaiah, hi, how are you doing? Are you doing well? I forgot to ask that first. We dove straight into photo questions. And that does extend to you too, Kate, because I don't know if I asked how you were doing today.
Good. I got the amount of steps in that my mom recommended.
That's good. Yeah, well then turn the AC on, my dude. Don't be melting. Melting is not fun. We do too much of that in Texas.
Melting is bad.
Oh yeah, AC good.
AC is very good, especially if you get free electricity at night like we do.
I'm jealous.
I like our energy deals. Because it's free from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., I believe, or something like that.
I have a very similar plan, yeah.
Yeah, so what we try to do is we run the dryer at night, and larger appliances, we'll try to run them at night, and we generally will cool the house down at night, and then during the day, we just set it to whatever, so that for the most part, it won't run unless it gets fairly hot in here, then it will kick on. So, yeah. How to put a complicated uniform together the whole day. Oh. I would say fun, but that really does not sound like fun. At all. So, not jealous. I've been bias taping. And getting distracted. Very distracted.
I've been bias taping and getting distracted since pretty much last night, so.
Oh gosh. The other day I did not manage to get myself into a good position to sneeze before I sneezed.
Oh no.
And I don't remember if I've mentioned this to
that
you,
makes sense.
But when you sneeze while you're pregnant, it pulls on the ligaments.
Mm-hmm.
That are holding the uterus in place.
Is this where we say physical damage?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Settings.
What?
Audio.
What happened? Hello? Did Discord go stupid?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. We back. I don't know why my...
See, we could hear you. It just, like, I don't know.
Yeah, the green. Anyways, I saw the little green rings lighting up, and I realized I wasn't hearing anything, so...
Also, quick note. Isaiah, is it something where, like, you don't necessarily see all of the layers of the costume to know how it looks underneath it all? Okay, back to your story.
Oh, so it pulls on the ligaments when you sneeze. And, well, I didn't have time to get into a good position because I was kind of just relaxing in bed, and I sneezed, and oh my god, it was the most painful sneeze I've had yet, because it yanked so hard on the right-hand side of my abdomen. It was bad. And so, like, since that day, I've been like, if I feel a sneeze coming on, I curl up into a ball.
Aww.
It's so bad. The baby probably doesn't like being squished, but I don't care because it doesn't hurt.
Mommy needs not
Thor
hate life.
climbed and is sitting on top of their water thing because they have, like, one of the little jug water dispensers. And he's sitting on top of it.
Of course he is.
Okay, he got on the cat bed now. He's like, well, fine, I won't do this. But he'll probably do it again because he's a little heathen. It's what he does. It's what he lives for. Which also, let me do. It's so unique. It could come. Oh boy. Well, hey, San Japan's cosplay contest. Nudge, nudge. I mean, you haven't competed in a while. It could be good. Though it's not armor. And I feel like the other time, minus your Monster Hunter, the times I've seen you compete, it was like full suits of armor.
No full suits of heat stroke in Texas, right?
Basically.
There's a reason why I have cosplays nobody's seen me in yet, because, like, Texas. Well, then we haven't styled the wigs yet, so...
Yeah, eventually. We just haven't, like, put a date on when it would be worn, so therefore the wigs are staying in a box.
I was gonna say, maybe... Which is kind of a fun thing to think about, because I'm trying to do, like, panels at cons and whatever. So it's like, that's kind of a pain to do in cosplay for the stuff I talk about.
Well, especially if it's a photography one.
Yeah.
Which, did you talk yesterday about the different panels you're going to do at SJ?
We didn't actually talk about that in detail. Well, we talked about
I mean, if you want to talk about them, you might as well.
So I've got 3, because I'm an idiot. And I put in 6 hours of material. They're like, oh, we're going to take 3 of them, or we're going to take 4.5 of them. I'm like, oh,
and
okay.
there's one on the wait list.
Yeah. So one I'm going to do is how to get them ideas about, like, trying to come up with creative ideas for cosplay photography. Which I think, Isaiah, I think that would be a great one for you to, like, kind of join in this, because this is all going to be kind of open Q&A for a lot of our panels, and just kind of get some input from, like, all the audience. I'd love to see that.
Well, and one thing I think Isaiah could put a lot towards in that, so one of the things we talked about was locations, how you're not limited to just cons, but even if you are going to shoot at a con, there's things you can do to make it not so, oh, this was done at a convention, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
For, like, your shoots you pay for. Like how, for A-Con, you know, we didn't use the convention center. We went to the hotel across and then to the field, right?
Exactly,
or
yeah.
At A-Fest, we actually, you know, left the convention center property, went outside, and then we went in the Sky Bridge because we were hot and dying. So, like, there's different things you can do. But even outside of that for location shoots, like, Belle. Most people probably wouldn't guess Belle was done at a random park that was on a list of suggestions you gave me. So.
Right, exactly.
Yes, non-convention areas are the best.
Yeah, very much so. And then we're doing one about creative lighting, which is going to be a lot of fun. People like that one. It's just kind of, hey, let's see what kind of stupid stuff we could do with like modifiers and just being creative. With, like,
Yeah, so it's like an actual live demo type thing.
yeah, it's very much a live demo. We pull people out of the audience, not only be the subject, but also to help. And we've done this a few times now, and it's
And
so much
field
fun.
for random ideas.
Yeah, very much so.
And say, screw it, let's do it.
And then we're also doing another panel on the cosplay photography journey about a lot of the.
I would agree with that. They have a lot of areas. The only issue is that, like, the weather at San Japan can be really brutal, especially if you go down towards the Riverwalk, because then it's so hot and really humid, and you're just like death. However, I will probably want to do photos of Aurora, so catch me suffering down at the Riverwalk at some point. Probably with both of you. I imagine I will harass both of you for photos of Aurora.
Probably, yeah. And actually,
Let's
that would
be
be kind
real.
of fun. And actually, that'd be kind of fun. Just like if we just like kind of bounce off each other. Just
Yeah,
like
your
do
fan
photos.
setup is always on point. So, like, on his Rolly case, he has, like, a clip-on fan that he can kind of, like, rotate. But then he has other fans that he's always, like, pulling out of nowhere. Kate saw it.
is
Kate
perfect
benefited
for
from those
Texas.
fans.
So he's
Oh,
basically.
I kept trying to offer it to everyone else, and they were like, no, you take it. And I was like,
Dude, you looked like you were melting.
So basically,
It's
Isaiah
Isaiah's
is-
OnlyFans.
that's fair.
No, I was gonna say Isaiah is Airman from Mega Man 2. And yes, I have just dated myself. Get off my lawn.
Are you two
Yeah.
redecorating again?
And Kate's just like, I don't know what.
Yeah,
this
Kate's
is.
actually a year younger than I am.
Yeah.
Um,
And yet everyone somehow guesses that I'm older than you are.
Dude, okay, so when we
Every
were
time.
leaving A-Fest, there was some random dude in a gas station that was like saying something about blah blah blah, you and your mom, and I was like, my mom, that's my friend.
wow.
Now, to be fair, Kate did have like a hat on and stuff. I don't know, so maybe he didn't like
And
look closely,
sunglasses.
but still. Oh, you're gonna buy more fans for San Japan? Yay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get my schedule of what times I will be judging and when my panels are soon so that I can figure out, like, especially on contest day, because I think I want to wear this during the contest. Now, I could put it on another time if contest day schedule is too crazy, but I do want photos of it there. So, hehehe. Because it's gonna be pretty, but I foresee this not being very breathable. So R.I.P. me. But it will be oh so pretty.
So we need to bring all the water for you, apparently.
Probably. Though I might also see, because I know for Sophie, it was actually quite helpful that we had umbrellas.
Yep.
So, you know.
Hey, I can always bring my big 7-foot umbrella.
That thing is ridiculous.
Fans, water, umbrellas.
Not only is it a lighting modifier, it can shade cosplayers.
And it's
My mom is
massive.
probably not going to let us paint the nursery, but that's okay. Because it's their house. I just.
I mean, but
wanted
you
to
could
paint one
repaint it
wall
when
as
you
an
move
as
out.
an accent wall, but
Like I said, just say, we will make sure that it is back to the original colors when we move out.
I just don't know if we have the original color.
You can color match or find something close enough.
Yeah.
Bring an ice chest,
There's
yeah.
a bunch of
You know what,
paint
for-
in the garage.
Not just an ice chest. We want like a full-on portable walk-in freezer. And you can charge cosplayers however much, 5 minutes in the freezer. You'll feel great when you're done.
They would love that. Oh my goodness.
You're not
See?
wrong.
Full of all the ideas. Isaiah's like, okay, fine.
Imagine-
Screw being a
here's the
cosplay
thing, though.
photographer. I'm going to
There
be
will be
the cosplay
people in
freezer.
fursuit there.
Huh?
Too, though. There
They're
would
not-
probably be
oh,
people
oh.
in fursuits too.
Oh, yeah, you're not
They
wrong.
would flipping
No,
love
seriously,
that.
like, at SJ, I have seen full fursuits at SJ. You're not wrong.
I mean, we're not kidding when, like, it's not odd for ambulances to be called because some furry had a heat stroke.
Yep.
Cough, cough, we may know someone who's worn a fursuit in the middle of summer outside and, like, died.
People do that?
Someone I was recently introduced to and volunteer with.
Yup.
I figured.
Yup.
And of course, Kai comes in at the right time at somebody
Uh-huh.
dying in a fursuit.
Sounds like a RP I read one time.
How you doing, Kai?
Yes, how are you doing, my friend?
No bueno.
Por qué?
Duh. Life.
Care to elaborate, please? S'il vous
No.
plaît? Por favor?
Emotionally damaged.
By what? Is there someone we need to, like, roll up and curb stomp?
Crippling debt.
Oh, I can't, like, curb stomp a bank. That would probably not go well.
Funny, though.
Just saying. I don't
Yeah.
picture that going well for me, so we're not gonna do that. But I now have one side of the corset hand sewn down, so yay.
I have you playing on my phone.
I feel like you
and I have
doing
Naren
this
playing on my iPad.
is you body doubling. Like you have us as body doubles while you sew. Do you know what that means, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does Lauren do stuff like that too? Like have people talk to her while she does mundane tasks?
I don't know. See, the thing is, so, like, when we started our first build together, so we being Kai and I, for Super Moon and Super Chibi, which we made in a month, because someone, well, okay, there was an incident, TM. There's a reason it has the TM. We can explain that later. And Kyra was just like, you know, screw it. I need to live my best life. And so she called me and was like, hey, what if we did Super Moon and Super Chibi Moon and entered MechaCon? It's the last one ever. You should come to New Orleans. And for some reason I said yes. So then, like, our whole build process, because we were trying to make sure we talked through each of the steps to make sure it was uniform between the two, because we didn't want, like, mine to look different than hers because I sewed it differently, right? So we chatted a lot during it, but we also, like, watched anime and stuff, and so then when Kai got back into streaming, I was chatting while she worked and also, like, watching her chat. And then for mine, we were just like, you know, we'll just have crafty chat nights like we've been having for months.
All right.
So it works. It's fun. And here we are.
We are the best kind of idiots to hang out with. Let's face it, folks.
I don't know about idiots, but
I mean that in a fun way. So
Baby with the low blows every time.
So
I
rude.
don't know why. I know. It's like seriously, can you not? Please.
You're just like, that's it. More Brussels sprouts and peas for you.
I love Brussels sprouts. That's the thing, though. Like, I was literally like eyeballing the pre-made roasted pre-seasoned pre-made roasted Brussels sprout meal thing at Sam's Club, and I was like, but my husband probably wouldn't eat them.
I don't picture William meat. I see him being like, it's kind of green. I don't want it.
Yeah, that's
so
usually
basically,
how he is.
so basically,
Here's the
like
thing,
William. So basically, William is Louise.
Here's the thing, though. I have made Brussels sprouts before, and I season them quite nicely, and he likes things really salty and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He works at a nursing home. Hang on one second.
You're
Here,
fine.
My name?
Okay, but yeah, Isaiah, think about it. The ice coffin you could roll around, charge people to sit in it. You'd make bank, especially in Texas.
Yours ice coffin?
Huh?
Talking about Senora's ice coffin?
No. Okay, so you missed this part. We were talking about how hot it is at San Japan and it's like melting, and especially if you're down at the Riverwalk, it's humid. And he was like, I always have fans. And then he kind of joked about his OnlyFans is carrying around fans.
Oh my god.
So punny. And that he was going to buy more fans for San Japan, and ended up saying, maybe I'll bring an ice chest, because we were just joking about how hot it was. And I said something about, like, well, you need, like, a walk-in freezer so you can charge cosplayers whatever amount, 5 minutes in the freezer to cool off.
Oh god. I'm
The
trying.
thing is, though, you would actually
Project
make
Diva
money
time.
off of that, probably.
And you'd probably help prevent heat stroke.
Exactly.
So, it's a win-win, right?
I probably wouldn't even want 5 minutes in it. I would just want to step in, cool off, and then get back out. Because I don't like cold stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we went to Sam's Club and the husband had to get milk and eggs and coffee creamer. And of course, they have these big walk-in refrigerators, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah.
So I go in there and I like grab things and put them in the cart and go to walk out. And he's like, "Oh, we should do the scan and go so that we can just, leave when instead of having to like scan all this at the end." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Come out here. I'll do it. I'll scan it on my phone." He's like, "But I like it in here." And he just stands in the freaking refrigerator and I'm like, "Nope. I'm not
You're
going
like,
back
"Deuces."
there."
That's like one thing I like about Twin Liquors sometimes is when they have like the walk-in beer fridge with like all the good beer. I just feel like, okay, you have good stuff. I'm gonna stand here and not pick up anything just yet.
You're like, I'm taking my time to peruse and consider my life
Exactly.
options, Choose wisely.
Yeah, and he was just like taking his time, looking at the price per dozen of the eggs, and I was like, "Stop. Get the freaking eggs. They're the cheapest and get out." It's funny because
You
like
guys are
as we
funny.
were walking out, or as I was walking out, I was like, "You already grabbed milk, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool, let's go." Like, I don't want to be in there for longer than I have to be. Oh goodness. But yeah, we spent a lot of money at Sam's Club today, but I think all this food will last us quite a while.
That's good.
Problem is, he was like, sweets.
Oh no.
Sweets. So he got a bunch of cookies.
Sounds like
Oh
me.
God.
Here's the thing though, like it was same price we would have paid at Walmart for like 10 cookies, and we got 18 cookies that are bigger than the ones we would have
Oh
gotten.
dear
at
Lord.
Walmart.
But do you need that many cookies in your household?
No.
Do you need
Especially
that
because
mu-
we already have 3 boxes of different ice cream things that he decided he wanted. And donuts.
Sounds like Lauren. Lauren loves donuts.
There, so
You
okay,
don't
I
say.
was actually the one that bought the donuts. And here's the funny thing. I bought the donuts because we didn't have any sweets in the house at all. And I
And
was
now
like, you
you
know what?
have like all the sweets.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll get some sweets. And he was at work, so I just grabbed some donuts. And Walmart has this like container of these adorable like miniature donuts that are about this big around. And
Oh,
they're
wait,
like
let me pull Discord up.
they're like really tiny.
Uh-huh.
And super tiny, and they're like actual donuts, not the like Hostess like
Not like
eh,
the cake,
ones.
like the cake
Mhm.
donut,
Yeah,
like the cheap cake
the ones you
donut.
buy in the bag. They're
Yeah.
actual donuts. They are soft and fluffy and delightful and glazed, and they are frosted with, some of them are even frosted with maple, which is absolutely my favorite.
Okay,
And,
so I was going to say something like something Walmart does really well, which is really weird. Their maple donuts are generally really good.
They really are. They really are. They're so good.
It's so weird that
Um,
like that's like the one flavor they do that's like, oh god,
Back on
yes.
And my husband actually likes their vanilla frosted ones, too. That's actually, he said those are actually pretty good, too.
Mhm.
I'm on the vanilla frosted, but
But the maple.
Maple's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, so they did like a vanilla frost with maple drizzle, and they had a chocolate frost with strawberry drizzle, and I was like, but the maple.
Right?
So I bought the
Where did
I
my
bought
needle
the,
go?
the
Let's see if
uh
it's on here, or if it's not on here.
donuts, and I brought them home.
Did it like
I
get in
didn't-
the crease? It's not in the
Yep.
crease.
Like, oh, he's probably not gonna stop at the store after work because I was making dinner, right?
Okay, let's check the floor. Sorry, I misplaced my hand sewing needle and I'm trying to figure
you're
out
fine.
where it went.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's a pin. That shouldn't be where the feet go.
That's not good.
You telling
So
me?
I got the donuts and I didn't tell him, and he comes home with a box of Snickers ice cream bars. And I'm like, babe, I already got dessert type stuff. Like, did I have
Okay,
to
is
do
it like
that?
somewhere up here and I'm just not
And
seeing it?
thing is, I thought maybe we would have it like he would have it the next morning with coffee, but he saw the donuts and he was immediately like, dessert, and he ate all 6 of his share of the mini donuts that night.
Wow.
So I was like,
It's not in
okay.
the crack. It didn't go under the
And
mouse
then-
pad. Right, it has to be like either on the corset or on my thing.
And then we
But I
went to
could've-
Sam's
oh.
Club to grab like some stuff that I needed that day. At one point, it was like the following day. I think it was technically yesterday. But we went to Sam's Club, and he is like, "I want ice cream," and I was like, "We have Snickers ice cream at home." He was like, "I want something else," and I was like, "Okay." So we'll look, and he buys 2 more boxes
Ha.
of ice cream things.
I think that's the same.
Granted, one of them is slightly my fault because I was like, "Ooh, I really like Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars. Like, they're really good. I like Haagen-Dazs. I'm a little bit fancy with my ice cream."
One. Okay.
And so he buys the Haagen-Dazs and he buys ice cream sandwiches. So now we have 3 boxes of ice cream things in the freezer, plus the
Oh,
rest
boy.
of my donuts, because I didn't eat a whole bunch. And then today we had to actually go grocery shopping for like food, not just like items we needed like that day. And he gets cookies.
Also, Isaiah
Granted, I
says he
didn't
thinks
tell him
there's a
no,
portable
but-
ice machine on Amazon.
Wait, what?
Good idea. A portable ice machine on Amazon. Cart around at San Japan.
Interesting. People might like that.
Alright. Do.
And actually, Mal decided, Kristen, because you're like streaming your screen on Discord.
Oh, am I?
And I seen
Oh.
Niren playing Project Diva, and I actually saw one of the maps they were doing. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I heard them in the
God,
background
that's-
of Kai, and I was like, oh, I should pull it up. That way I get more channel points so I can troll Niren later.
Well, and I saw the map they were like just were working on, and it was pretty hellish in Project Diva. I'm like, oh my god.
This is like my come home and de-stress routine. I literally come home and watch Naren play Project Diva.
Jesus. Like I said, I just saw that map and I'm like, oh my.
Okay, but I'm going to turn
God.
off the screen share, unless you want to keep watching it.
That's up to you. I think they went BRB, so.
Okay,
Yeah, they did.
then we'll pause it. Because I don't have Sad on, I just have it because that way I can cause chaos later with my channel points.
Yeah, I have Naren's stream active, just not as my active tab. I have my sister up.
Naren on my iPad and Kirsten on my phone.
Yay.
Because I'm in the bed.
Oh, it was a go home, go to bed kind of day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you eat dinner?
I did.
What did you have for dinner?
Gas station food.
My dude.
What time did you finally crash yesterday? Because you were up for quite some time.
12:35.
What time?
12:35.
Was it
Oh,
quality?
no wonder Kai is so loud.
Was it quality sleep at least?
I slept for 7 hours.
Okay.
Oh, Lauren must be seeing the Flintstones right now.
Babies love them.
Including Miss Pebbles.
Ugh, I love her.
Does that mean we'll eventually see an orange cat on Kai's stream?
Well, maybe in February.
Maybe in February.
Because Chance needs a sister.
Nancy Pooh, my son.
He needs a sister.
I want to see my little boy.
Why is that so shaky? Usually it's not that shaky. Like this? It's odd. Weird. But anyways, bias tape, yay! Which I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be streaming because I mean we're already over 2.5 hours. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go till like 9:45 and then hop off.
Yeah, fair enough.
And maybe I'll actually raid a certain gremlin tonight. Because why not?
I was gonna say, any ideas for what we want to do in Genshin tomorrow?
I don't know. What all is there to do right now?
I know.
To be honest,
Paimon's...
other than getting my Welkin, I haven't done much the last couple of days.
Yeah, I know Paimon probably still wants me to go like, oh, go find treasure on Golden Apple.
I mean, we could maybe do a little bit of boss whacking and then do summer event stuff.
Maybe, yeah. I still need Rune Serpent. I know that for Yelan. And I think you probably still need it for Izo.
Yeah, I haven't done anything else with him. So, probably. Yes? Why are you crying? Wait, my fault again? What is your fault? I'm confused. I did not see when that was sent, so I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Or are you talking about the Oh, so far, yeah. I feel that. But hey, if you ever want to play Genshin with us, we do Genshin Thursday nights.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Just so you know, we're always, out to let friends join us in Whack-A-Boss. Or whack a couple of bosses.
Knock some samurai around for those handguards, because those drops suck.
My greatest invention, Genshin Thursdays.
When are you going to use my invention of the Whip Wednesday streams?
I did it one time.
I know, but you kind of stopped.
Yeah, because I have been whipping my ass IRL, so...
Speaking of Genshin Thursday, I still want to come up with a logo for Thursday Night Genshin, Thursday Night Football.
Oh, Isaiah says he happens to be off tomorrow, so we might have a Genshin buddy.
Oh, Lord. Another person that has level 90 characters.
I don't know if he has level 90 characters. That would be the Wigs. If we wanted someone to raffle stomp things, we'd be like, hey, Wig Small. Though they're busy. They're in con crunch mode. Trying to get stuff done for Fan Expo Canada, wherever it is in Canada. I think it's maybe in Vancouver
finally
or something.
did ball, so I am a happy camper.
Yay!
I still have
to you do have a couple of 90s. I have one, maybe two. I don't actually know. I think Barbara's close to 90, but she's not 90 yet.
I have no 90s.
It's okay, we're gonna work on that. Maxed out
Mm.
4 and 5 stars. Nice.
See, I told you.
Yeah, later I'll look and see what my UID is and send it to you. That way I have you as a friend. Or if you send me yours, I can distribute it to Rob too and Kyra.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then everyone will have it. That actually might be the easier way if you just send it to me and I distribute. Though if we do that, Rob, someone's going to need an invite to the Discord server to chat with us.
Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming Rob will handle setting that too, because I'm supposed to have the ability to get the invite links, but I haven't been able to, and I don't know why. So therefore, when I need the link to drag friends in, like Merkitty over here, I'm like, hey Rob, I need a link.
Hey,
My
Rob, do you
thread broke. Oops.
Wait, Kai, what was that again? Sorry.
Hey, Rob, do your job.
I will do my job.
Hi, Lauren. Do you want to say hi?
It's a Lauren.
There's a Kate, Kyle, Rob. Isaiah's in the chat chatting with us.
Hi, Lauren. Can she see me waving?
Oh, they know it's dinner time.
I was gonna say, do you mind feeding them, or did you want me to do it?
I mean, you've baited them. They want food now. And they do need more dry crunchies, I think.
Did you guys finally eat all of it?
You should tell Lauren that she is more than welcome to the stuff that I offered.
Okay, I will let her know. Lauren,
Yes.
or actually here, I'll hand her the headset. I'm gonna mute real quick, but I am watching the chat.
lines already. So, I mean, I didn't hear anything for a while. So I was
You're
like,
fine. Yeah, I just, oh my god. Lauren was chatting with them because I handed off my headset, and that's why I was like, I'll just mute things. That way Lauren can say whatever she wants to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is not an 18+ stream, or at least hers.
I'll be
is
right
not.
back.
Yes.
All right.
So...
I'll be nice.
Well, I'm glad. Keep it PG.
Yes, I'll turn on my
Or at least
Christian filter
PG-13.
on. Anyway, yeah.
I'm out OT.
Yeah.
Boo.
Like I said, I was currently today just focusing on how to make this silly uniform that doesn't work in real life.
Oh yeah, could you send a photo of which one you're trying to do?
All right. Let me go and I'll send it. Let's see. Where do I send it? Do I send like in the chat?
Yeah,
you
so
can send it
there
in
is
the
a
text
chat
chat here,
just
yeah.
for this channel, or you can pick one of the the channels in here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Take your pick.
All right. Let me see where to go here. Okay. There's weak sewing techniques.
Though, just saying, it would be cool if you two decided to do a photography panel at some point together. I think that would be entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially like one of the
Nice.
demo ones, and have two
Yeah, yeah.
things of chaos going at the same time. It'd be perfect.
Oh God.
Or yeah, it's like you'll have two people like editing the same photo, and then let's see who does it.
Yes, it's gonna
I
actually
was-
be a photography battle, but plot
Oh,
twist, you
God.
have to call it photography battle colon, I don't know, depending on, maybe it's like light painting or something. But you have to be
Yeah.
over
It would be
dramatic.
fun to see Isaiah see what he could do with light painting.
Yeah, because have you done any
Light
light
painting.
painting?
No, but I know what it is. It's just like, running around and then, having like a long exposure and then
Mhm.
boom, you go,
The time I made Weishi look like he was possessed on accident.
That was-
Rob,
that was
you need to send
hilarious.
that photo because it's funny.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
I will. Yeah, let me go find
Let's
it.
see. I gotta look for that photo. I think I have the photo. Let's see. Wait a second. I'm gonna put it in the Anime channel. Let's see.
Anime.
Anime. Let's see. Okay, where's that complicated thing? Oh,
So we can see what you are suffering on.
all right. I mean, it's like, man. Let me see. Okay, I gotta go and download it again. Hold on. Let's see. I gotta download it again. Wait. I go. Yeah. It is like it's nonsense, but it's
Anime
sewn,
costumes,
it's
they
just-
always are.
It's like it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I know what it takes, but man, it's just oof. I don't know who thought this was like, yeah, let's design this weird ass suit. Let me see.
Well, you want to know what they were thinking? They were sitting there and they're like, you know what?
Okay,
Some cosplayers are
yeah,
gonna like
think
this
this is
show.
good.
I'm gonna want to screw with them.
Oh, this is so like mind blowing. Okay, let me download it. Download
design.
Armor.
And actually, I put the one photo of Weishi in the cosplay photos channel. So
It's
So
yeah.
'cause I was doing
Okay.
the loops, and Rob was like, "Hurry up, we're running out of time. Just like go up and stop it." So I did. It just looks like Weishi is 10 out of 10 being possessed.
All right, I load into the anime area.
Oh.
See, you
That's
think it's
weird.
like all simple and stuff, and then you're like, wait, the
Well,
stuff
yeah,
that
and
doesn't
like
work.
especially with the positioning of those weird pockets, and then the skirts like pleated E, and
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's weird.
that's sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like basically, you have to like. So it's like you're sewing two things at one time, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Ah,
Huh.
right. Like see, that's why it took me like a couple of days just to figure out, okay, how to put this and that, and know where the line draws between
Mhm.
functionality and non-functionality. So
That's a
I
good
kind of
point.
figured it out.
That's good.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, Cosplay Photo Channel has possession of Weishi.
Okay, let's see. I must go to possession of waste sheet. Let's see. Okay. Let me go back. Let's see. I'm looking through.
It's just
So,
the
like,
cosplay
the
photos
photography,
channel.
right? Is it
Cosplay photos.
Photography? Cosplay photos.
Under promote your work.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Whoa. It's like spooky oogie. Looks like someone like really wasn't there too much with the lighting thing. They're like, all right, squiggle it around and then boom, there you go.
No. Like the fact that you put it that way was literally like the idea. Just
Okay.
This was a because we do like light painting demos, just kind of like crack open ideas for like what people can do.
Yeah.
And much like what Kirsten says, like I told her like hurry up, like kind of spin around and like.
Well, you
we got
can
so
see
much
like
shutter
when
time.
because the circles were bigger, but then he told me to hurry up, and they got like more frequent. And then he was like, "Okay, just like take it up and end it," because it was just like one of those little like fiber optic stick light up things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
But yeah,
so
the
what it is,
possession of
it's,
Weishi.
Yeah, it's a fiber optic brush, but like the sides are all black, so you don't get light until you get to the tips.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma had one of those. It's like a bulb. It's basically a lamp, but it had fibers, little
Yeah.
light fibers in it, and
Yeah, it's
it would
very
just
similar,
change
yeah.
colors and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool
very
stuff.
similar.
News.
But yeah, light painting is fun, and then like the glow stick one, especially when the glow stick got stuck on her dress.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah, because it was historically laced, and they had beading across the top of their dress, and one glow stick kind of like hooked on it and landed, and everyone was like dying laughing from it. It was great.
I don't think I
Truly.
have like the one where it got hooked, but just kind of show the concept.
Yeah.
Uh,
Interesting.
yeah, I just posted
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
Just
so we
like-
had
just to have
audience
fun.
members just like chucking glow sticks behind them.
Oh, okay. I mean, I figure you can also maybe get that same type of effect if you had like a, let's see, like a, I'm trying to think. Just like a flashlight with lights or something, and just
Well,
hit
yeah,
the
that's
background
actually
button.
something we're looking at, and I actually submitted this for San Japan. It's on the wait list. I don't know if we'll do this, but
Yeah.
that's something we're going to eventually explore. with
Yeah,
doing
because you
something
talked
very
about
similar.
putting like lights on a glove, right?
Yeah.
Or
mhm.
something like that. I want
Yeah.
to
We'll
say.
also have the color shapers for that I got from Light Painting Brushes when they had a sale last year.
Oh, hey, I found another pin on the floor. That could have gone
Huh.
bad.
No,
Oh no! Oh yeah.
no stabby in the foot. Come on.
It's like, oh, you found a pin to write on. Oh wait, not that pin. Like, I mean, you'll find it eventually if you step around.
Yup, it always works.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Where's Waldo? But he'll stab you.
Yeah, this is the
Right.
dangerous version of Where's Waldo.
Something like that. Yeah, I used to have books for like Where's Waldo, just simple, large, big books, and you know, sometimes you find him, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you look through the same map and he literally like disappears or something.
Oh, so that most recent one just is a result of chucking glow sticks behind them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you have
Indeed.
people chucking them from both sides?
Yes. mhm.
Yes. So it was going back and
Nice.
forth. Some people threw them high, some threw them low. Because basically
Oh,
we just
you
had a
do-
couple,
oh,
so
yeah,
after they
oh,
fell,
okay.
people would kind of grab them and toss it back over.
Oh, I see where the light sticks are on the floor. I'm like, oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like the whole light painting demo was like really just kind of have fun and just like like I said, like present ideas.
Yeah, that's
That would be
cool.
really cool with Christmas colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
that
get
does-
like a bunch of Christmas tree lights and just throw it in the background.
We've actually done that a few times. We did that with fairy lights, but like I'm kind of iffy on that particular effect. Actually, because it's
Well, not necessarily with fairy lights, but like just get Christmas colored glow sticks.
Well,
I
right,
see.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Hmm.
and this is like where sometimes fairy lights can kind of do something, but it's kind of iffy. Like I said, this was just like a demo.
Yeah, because wasn't
Oh, that's
this when we
cool.
had some, like, on a rod that we were shaking around, too?
Yeah, that's
I think
cool.
there was something like that, because you were like, you need to hold it higher, and I'm like, I'm only so tall. Dear God, stop this.
Yeah.
You remember that, Rob?
Yeah.
And I was even wearing, like, 3 or 4 inch heels, too, and you were telling me I needed to hold it higher. I was like, well, this is
It's
rude.
like.
And then I
it's almost
pawned
like,
my job off on an audience member that was, like, super tall.
Heightist.
I see.
Exactly.
It's like a
It's like
furry
when
not
you're-
being impressed with how the universe is.
Pretty much, yeah.
I still
Like
have
a-
my 6-inch heels. I just don't wear them.
Ooh. And it's not like you're short. Why do you even need those?
They're cute.
Mm, very nice.
Wait, where did
I had an
Kai go?
outfit that I
Kai,
would
are you
wear
still
them
there?
with. I really
I
like.
didn't go anywhere.
Well, you went, like, really quiet.
Yeah, because I'm watching Naren play Project Diva.
Oh.
See, there's my height where there's still a significant proportion of men that are taller than me, even if I do wear heels. And then there's Kai, who's taller than so many people that she might as well just wear heels. It's not gonna matter. She's still tall.
Like, you don't have to wear heels. You just, like, stand.
But also, heels make legs look so good.
Hmm.
Like
Mhm.
the way that the effect they have on the way your legs look is phenomenal.
They are.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, the first time I wore like heels, I was like, okay, it's not too bad. But then like a few hours, I like, man, my toes feel kind of.
That's probably
Kai
because you
wearing
weren't
them
wearing the
all
right shape of
day.
point. So
I was
depending
like,
on
man.
like how your toes are, you should either wear the pointy ones or like the round-toed ones.
Yeah.
So it just depends on
Or
your
square
foot shape.
toes.
Yeah, or square toes. So depending on your foot shape, one of those 3 types will be more friendly to your feet.
Mhm.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I just need to like maybe cut some EVA foam and put them in there, like on the bottom. So I'm like, all right, good, cool. I think that's
Yeah, so-
what mostly it needs.
I have worn all toe shapes, and I have like the peep toe ones, the 6-inch heels. They're peep toe ones, and
My song.
pretty
is
much
coming.
any toe shape hurts my pinky toes. And the reason that I think that is because if you look at my feet where the toes are, I have wide feet, but I have a normal
Yeah.
width heel. So if I buy the 11 wide, it's too
Yeah.
wide at the heel and it slips off my heel.
Yeah, see, like,
Oh.
for my foot, if you go from, like, below my toe across, it's wide there. But, like, the rest of it is not as wide.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, a wide shoe. Which is why,
Yeah.
like, sometimes I'll put, like, the KT tape or something on my heels and whatnot to make sure it doesn't slide. Which, actually, for Belle, it worked out well. Because what I did then was the KT tape on my heel to prevent any rubbing as I walked. So I'm going to show you the heels I wore for Belle. That I wore at home not around the park because I wore my other ones at the park. I feel like I would have died in these at the park. So here's these. They're 3.5 inches, I think.
Yeah,
They're
that looks like the
round-toed.
ones I wore.
They're actually pretty comfy. But I also did the trick where you like banded together your 3rd and 4th toe because it helps like relieve some of the pressure and how it's distributed on your feet, and it actually worked really well because I hadn't done that before. Have you heard of that,
Oh.
Kate?
Heard what?
Where, okay, so, like, pretend this is my foot. Where you, like, tape these two together. I think it was these two and not these two. I know it included this one. I don't think it was the pinky toe. I think it was these two. That you just, like, put a Band-Aid to hold them together.
What for?
In a way,
It, like,
I
helps
kinda
distribute the pressure and whatnot better when you're walking in heels. Supposedly.
Interesting.
So I figured I might as well try it at home and my feet weren't very sore, so.
Oh,
That's
I mean,
fair.
like in a way, I could see where that would work potentially. So,
I have a really bad tendency to like curl my toes in heels, like in heel heels, not in wedges. Because wedges distribute the pressure pretty evenly across your entire foot. And actually, fun fact, a low wedge somewhere between 1 and 3 inches is second best to a good pair of sneakers because of how supportive they are. And they generally, because of the shape, they generally have an arch of sorts. And so it's actually really good for your feet.
Well, and that's why, like, generally also, like, for some people, having the chunkier heel will be more comfortable than the stilettos because it's, like, going further on your foot so you don't have as much, like, it's just hanging here. And if the sole of your shoe is too flexible, like this one, this sucker is pretty stiff in it. Like, the front I can bend, but the arch is not bendy. Some heels you run into the issue where it does slightly bend and a little bit, you know? Right? It's not as sturdy. But the chunky heels will help you not, like...
Have you seen how the convertible ones work that I was...
Yeah, I've seen
mentioning?
videos for those before. I just
So
don't have any of
the middle support thing, like the middle's bendy, but when you put an actual heel on it, you add in this middle support thing that is solid. It will not let the middle part bend, and I love it.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the
so
issue
cool.
you run into with some shoes because they try to make them so slim, is that you're lacking the support there, and then you have the stiletto, and it's just foot pain and emotional damage. We'll just
Let me
face it,
go
it's
get
just
my
all the
Sissy
damage.
heels.
Huh?
I don't think I can fit into them right now, but...
Yeah, don't try to do that to your poor feet, please.
Ooh, Rob should never wear heels.
Rob, did you hear that? You should never wear heels.
I will not wear heels. I stepped away for a moment, but I just came back like, don't wear heels. I don't plan on it.
I'm just thinking about you, Rob, and your health.
That's nice.
Note, Isaiah, she didn't tell you to avoid heels in the future.
Oh yeah, I'm not that tall, so I'm good.
Oh, actually,
Platforms also are actually more supportive.
Oh,
But-
dang.
These are my... I wore these out, I think, a couple times when some of the physics people would go out to the square.
Yeah, see, I did not go out to the
Uh-oh.
square because I live an hour away.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Mm.
These are
Those are
nice.
some chonky heels.
Oh,
But, like, the
man.
heels with platforms
And
are
they've
better
been
than the
well
ones
loved.
without
Like,
platforms.
look how dirty these things are.
Yeah.
And I've cleaned them
Yeah.
twice.
Easy to walk in because they have platforms.
Well, because,
Yeah.
like, your foot angle isn't as dramatic as, say, just, like, your normal 4-inch shoe, where it
Yeah.
might not have that front platform. So maybe the curvature on that is just, like, a little more dramatic than this one, but you have
yeah,
the height
no.
because of the platform.
Swollen feet are not going in. I was just curious. I was
Told
going to
you
try
not
to put
to
them
do
on
it.
just
To your poor
to
feet.
see.
Okay, so clearly you just need to tell William to wear them for you.
Here's a funny story. We were going out to dinner one time, and so I was in the bathroom doing my hair and stuff, and I had left my dress and my shoes out. I have wide feet, and the shoes were not these, but the shoes were wide. And so they were wide enough that hubby could actually fit his feet into them because he's only half a size bigger than my feet.
Uh-huh.
Meaning that sometimes I end up buying his size just for the width if I buy men's shoes. And so I I literally came out of the bathroom to see him in my dress with my shoes on.
Oh my god. Did you take a
Oh.
photo?
Oh,
Please
Lord.
tell me you took a photo.
I didn't. He, as soon as he saw me come
Aw.
out, he started like taking it off, and I was like,
Um,
"What the hell are you doing?"
I'm gonna have to harass him about this.
I know exactly what dress it was. It was a dress that I had. It was blue and skin tights, but it was like really stretchy. And from the armpit all the way down, it had like see-through black lace.
Oh my god.
So it was like a 1.5-inch strip of see-through black lace all the way down the side, and then it ended about mid-thigh, and the lace did, and it turned into like a split on each side, and the dress went the rest of the way to the floor. But it
I'm
was
so
hilarious.
sad you didn't get photos.
I would have. I think I was trying to run for my phone, but yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
did
bug him about this.
As you should.
Oh gosh, that was so long ago though. That was like, let's see. So when you and I met, we were living in an apartment in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I were, and it was before we had moved into that apartment.
Well, actually,
we
pause.
were in an
It's
even
10
smaller
o'clock.
apartment.
I said I was gonna end at 9:45. Oopsies.
Squirrel brain.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
distracted
well.
with story time and heals. But let me see.
I was gonna say, hey, Genshin
What's that little
Thursday
green
tomorrow.
thing you have?
Green thing. Oh, this is a thimble. So that I can
Okay.
push the needle through and not like murder my fingers.
yeah.
It's the same color scheme as my seam ripper.
Oh. Well, it is from Joann's, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
I have one of
rubber is
those.
too.
Yeah.
it helps a
That
lot
rubber
because
one.
like some of these where the seams are, it's thicker, and so pushing it through, you can
You
like
have to shove it.
yeah, it's not nice to your skin. But yeah, I think we are gonna wrap it up. Tomorrow
gotta
will be
be
Genshin
responsible.
Thursday with apparently Isaiah too. Hopefully Kai will join us. Rob and I will definitely be there. Whacking some bosses, then maybe splitting and doing summer event. I don't know. It just kind of depends on how wild we feel like getting. But yeah, it was fun doing bias tape sewing. Yay.
As slowly as
Yeah.
you did it, apparently with all the distractions with that.
Nah, it's okay. It made it more entertaining.
Exactly. Excellent.
It's Wednesday and people are not on for Warzone.
Oh. Well, that's
Which
weird.
usually I would start streaming around now.
Odd.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna cut it off here. See you guys for Genshin Thursday. Bye.
Bye.